Welcome to paradise. So let's break down where we're at, what we're doing. We're actually where most people may think of Tampa's beaches. In fact, that's not even the case. We're in Pinellas County on the barrier islands of Pinellas, and there is so much beauty here, and you're going to check it all out right now. Just west of the bustling city of Tampa are 11 islands spanning 35 miles, standing as the barrier between the mainland and the endless expanse of the Gulf. These islands, connected by bridges, offer an unparalleled lifestyle for Florida. With 20 beaches, there always seems to be 2 or 3 of them that crack the top 5 and top beaches in the US, sometimes the world. The water's calm, the sand is soft, and between the tourists and the full-time residents, people just can't get enough of this island lifestyle. Now, these beach towns are gorgeous in their own way, but right now we're in arguably the most popular of them all, and that is Clearwater Beach. Clearwater is definitely the most active of all of these beaches. It's the most well known from the outside looking in because there's just plenty to do. You have Pier 60, which is kind of the hub for all of the activities here in Clearwater, with tons of farmers markets, live music. They have sand sculpture shows, street performers, and you mix this in with like the restaurants, rides, the hotels and resorts, and everything being within reasonable walking distance. Clearwater Beach is probably the perfect vacation beach for any family. Now, parking could be tricky, but if you can get that dialed in, there's not many complaints. I would say 1A is St. Petersburg Beach. Now, whenever you Google beaches in Tampa, you are probably going to hear Clearwater St. Pete as one big metro. We're kind of working through that today. But unlike Clearwater, St. Petersburg has that change of pace while still offering an active lifestyle. Beach volleyball is very popular on St. Petersburg. There's always competitions and tournaments going on. There's a good amount of resorts, including the iconic Don Cesar. And St. Petersburg, in my opinion, is best for fishing. Now, there's still a bunch of beaches that are on the barrier islands. Bel Air Beach, Indian Rocks Beach, Reddington Beach, but a few of others that really pop off are Madeira, that is kind of that old Florida town, and it's mixed with a good amount of residential and condos that line the beach. But just across John's Pass, you have Treasure Island, which is one of my favorite. And if St. Petersburg, Clearwater, and Madeira were to have a baby beach, it would be Treasure Island. It's not the most popular of them all, but there's definitely things to do, places to stay, and it has easy access to the mainland. So this is Gulf Boulevard, right? It's the road that lines the beach, and you can go from Clearwater all the way down to St. Pete. And there's a trolley that can take you, and some of the people that are staying in these hotels out here can ride for free. But hear me out, there are a ton of stops. So free, yes. Convenient, that's debatable. One thing that these barrier islands actually have in place that would make a lot of you happy is a functioning public transportation system. Now, this is something that's so difficult to do in some of these larger metros like Tampa and Orlando, where the suburbs are growing so quickly. To have something in place like this to reach those areas, it's going to take some time. Not here on the islands, where you can take a trolley every 20 to 30 minutes from the north end of Clearwater all the way down to St. Petersburg. And some of you may saying, well, what does that do for us? That's the beaches. Well, if you're visiting here or if you're living here, the best part about it all is the Sunrunner in St. Petersburg, which will take you from the beach all the way down to one of the best downtowns in all of Florida, which is downtown St. Petersburg, which is extremely walkable. There's plenty to do down there. Now, is it perfect? Absolutely not, but I think that Pinellas County has done a great job putting this public transportation system into place. So another quality place for you to come and hang out, eat, dine, shop without the madness that Clearwater has to offer is on the south end of Madeira Beach, and that is John's Pass. One of my favorite places on the islands is definitely John's Pass Village. Now, it's pretty much a boardwalk that's right on the water that offers a good amount of restaurants and dining options and live music, and you almost want to have that dreaded 45-minute wait to go eat at your favorite restaurant. That way you can walk around and shop and look in the water at dolphins and fish. And this place has a very nostalgic feel to it because there's fishing charters and beach cruises that depart from here that have these pirate themes to it. So it feels like an old Florida fishing town, but everything is still well kept. And although there are a lot of waterfront dining options, everybody's just walking around in their flip-flops. So something that I really want to talk to you all about are the inlets and the passes, right? This is where the intercoastal runs out to the Gulf, and they're beautiful, they're very popular. You have Clearwater Pass here, you have John's Pass. The current here is very, very strong, so when you're out here, be very careful when hanging out near the beaches and in the water. I've seen people get sucked out all the time, but still a very beautiful place, and you can catch some fish. So a major update for the beaches is the completion of the emergency beach erosion control project. Now, this was a $36 million project to build back the sand dunes that washed away from Hurricane Idalia in 2023. Now, Pinellas County actually trucked over 245,000 tons of sand from Davenport, Florida. And the project was finally completed after a devastating setback. About 4 months into the project, another storm came and washed away what was said to be about $26 million worth of sand and work. Now, these artificial dunes are essential for the beaches, the property owners, and the businesses. So it is great for the beach town and the islands. And it's amazing to see that the county got it done even with those setbacks during the project. Owning a home on these islands might not be as challenging as some of you would think. Yes, there are communities that are actually away from the public, that aren't on the water, or they don't have a lot of the tourist traffic coming through. Like North Clearwater has some gated sections with mid-century homes that are around that 2,000 square foot mark. And if you want to live on the water, I would really check out some of these peninsulas or these islands like Isle of Capri or Crystal Isle in Madeira. That one comes to mind, or Boca Chica Isle in St. Petersburg. If you're wanting to live on the beach, there are a lot of condo options. Yes, there are single family options on the beach, but if you want that water view in a single family home, there's a good chance you're going to be on the intercoastal, and that is personally my preference. All right, I'm excited about this one. Check this out. Not only does this home have an elevator, you have a wine cellar. The kitchen is gorgeous, waterfall edges, monogram appliances. This is a 5-bedroom, 3.5-bathroom home, 3,800 square feet, but you haven't seen the best of the home yet. Check this out.
I know that I've been restless and blind. Distraction couldn't cure me, and no words, they would not fit. I was quietly content in myself, inviting all the darkness inside to befriend it would wrap me up in blankets of deep thoughts and death. Oh, I'm falling in, I'm falling in. But you fix it all, await the hours.
So since we're showing you homes, we have to talk about what's real, and that's the scary hurricanes, right? 2023, Tampa did get affected by Hurricane Idalia, but Tampa hasn't had a hurricane hit since 1921. That's over 100 years without a hurricane. I think that's somewhat okay. Now, if you're living on the coast, are you going to be in a flood zone? Absolutely, you're gonna be required to have flood zone insurance. You're in what's called a high risk flood zone, and that's determined by FEMA. But with the new building restrictions, they're making sure these homes are high enough every single year, and living in a home that's 2024, I think you're gonna be okay. Well, there you have it. That's life here on the Pinellas Coast. It's a great place to live, an excellent place to raise a family, and it just might be your next home. So if you're looking to buy or even sell, my team and I would love to assist you with that. You can reach us, team@morefla.com, or simply text the number in the description down below. Would love to stick around, but as long as you're subscribed, we'll see each other again. So until next time.